We're back now at 8:09 with Donald Trump. He's gearing up for a brand new season of The Celebrity Apprentice right here on NBC. In a moment, for the first time, he'll reveal this year's competitors. But first, we want to get his reaction to the results of the Iowa caucuses held last night. Donald, good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You have said, and as late as Monday, or as recently as Monday, you said you would run as a third-party candidate if the Republican Party doesn't choose the right candidate. So if you look at the results last night, you've got Mitt Romney, Ron Paul, and Rick Santorum coming out with momentum. Is the right candidate in that group?
Well, I don't want to get into that because I'll be making a statement about it. But I was impressed with certain things. Certainly Santorum, he never gave up. It was amazing. He was at, a few weeks ago, 1%, and then all of a sudden he does so well. Mitt Romney did great because he wasn't expected to do very well in Iowa, and he actually won it, and he got 25%. He has to go higher. He has to start breaking that 25% level. He's got to go up. He's got to get into the 50s and 60s. And, I think Obama's looking and saying, well, wait a minute, what's going on over here? And then, Ron Paul, I just don't think that's going to happen.
But I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not going to comment on that because I'm going to make a statement on it. If you're looking for the right candidate to be chosen by the Republican Party, based on what you saw last night, are you feeling better or worse?
Well, I'd like to see more enthusiasm. I'd like to see somebody break away from the pack. Nobody's breaking away from the pack. I mean, you had three people that were almost the same, and you really have to get out there and break away. Ronald Reagan broke away from the pack.
Could you throw your support behind Mitt Romney or Rick Santorum?
Well, I'm going to be making that statement over the next couple of weeks.
Are you still getting people urging you to run? And
yes.
We've known each other a long time, so I'm going to be blunt with you. The only person I hear talking about a Donald Trump run for the presidency right now is Donald Trump. Who's urging you?
Well, there are millions of people. They filed something in Texas, but there are millions of people that are tired of seeing this country ripped off by China, by OPEC, by every nation that does business. And I have a following of millions of people. That's why every one of these candidates that you're talking about, they come up to Trump Tower. They want they don't want my money. They want my endorsement because I represent millions of people.
Will you say at this moment it is unlikely that you will run?
I would rather endorse somebody and have that somebody beat Barack Obama because he has been a terrible president.
And at some point, you've got to disconnect these two distinctly different sides of your life.
That is correct.
You've got to disconnect the reality show side and the political aspiration side so these things don't muddy the waters anymore.
Well, right now, because of The Apprentice, which is why we're here this morning,
right.
I'm not allowed to run, as you know. You have
right.
equal time provisions, and I'm not allowed to run until the show terminates. The final episode is in May.
All right, let's talk about this show. What season is this?
12.
Season
7
12.
years, 12 seasons.
All right, and we've got some of the contestants for this year's Celebrity Apprentice with here in the studio. Let's take turns. We're joined first of all by pop star Clay Aiken. Clay, nice to see you.
Well, we have the indie legend Michael Andretti.
Hello, Michael. We have the star, or one of the stars of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice. Teresa, nice to see you.
A friend of mine and a friend of yours, Victoria Gotti.
All right. Comedian Lisa Benelli. Lisa.
A real beauty, former Miss Universe, one of the best we've ever had on Miss Universe, Diana Mendoza.
Rock star Dee Snider in the house. Dee, good to see you.
And a very charismatic guy, America Chopper star, Paul Tuttle Sr. Paul, nice to see you, Paul.
Let me just mention the other contestants. It's a big group this year. You've got radio host Adam Carolla, actress and Grammy winner Tia Carrere, the Incredible Hulk Lou Ferrigno, pop star Debbie Gibson, late night legend Arsenio Hall, and to round things out, magician Penn Jillette, singer and actress Aubrey O'Day, actor George Takei, supermodel Cheryl Tiegs, and actress and model Patricia Velasquez. So it's a big group. Guys, you have a 6% chance of winning based on those numbers. Who's going to win?
We all know.
Yeah?
We're already here. It's a great opportunity for everybody, and everybody's excited. I'm super excited. I'll speak for everybody, though. But we're all winners.
You've already taped a few episodes, right?
Yes.
So has anyone surprised you? In other words, does one person come in with one kind of reputation and jump out right off the bat as someone that's going to shake things up?
Everybody.
Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken?
Lisa to me, though, because Lisa's got this reputation as being nasty, and she's actually really nasty.
Then
He's right.
No, about her personality, though.
It seems if you look at history, you've got to reach in and find a certain side of your personality to have a chance at this. And it is the ultra-competitive, take-no-prisoners side. So when you look, is there someone here that immediately jumps out as having that side?
Clay.
Really? Paul, you're going to stick with Clay? You think is he a favorite?
My man.
I'm not taking no prisoners.
You're vicious, Clay, and you know
I'm so
it.
awful.
I think, Matt, what you just said is so precise, and I think we were all surprised because having been in corporate America most of my life since I'm 15, you think that this is probably 2/3 of that. It's not. It's you have to really, and you see sides of people that you didn't see when you were getting to know each other for 3 days. All of a sudden, it's like to take no prisoners. You can't imagine. It gets.
Victoria, you've been on the show in the past here on the
Yes.
show. Okay, Donald, how do you stay "you're fired" to Victoria Gotti?
Well, I always said that was a difficult one.
How do you get away with that?
I know exactly what you mean by that. But you know what? She's very competitive. The truth is, Matt, they're all really competitive. This is the largest cast we've ever had. It's the longest show. They added 3 episodes. You know why, right?
Why is that?
Ratings.
Oh, okay. I thought so you could drag out the political season a little bit longer. You guys are all playing for charity. I think we should mention that so people realize that this all goes to a good cause. Paul, let's start in the back here. Who are you playing for?
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
March of Dimes.
The Latino Commission on AIDS.
Gay Men's Health Crisis.
National Inclusion Project.
Racing for Cancer.
Neff Care Foundation.
ABC Foundation.
Which is great, and I know a lot of money has been raised over the years.
Millions.
What are
Millions
you
of dollars.
seeing as you look at this group? I mean, what surprises you? What jumps out?
Well, highly competitive, and we're shooting it right now. And some of the folks, I won't mention exactly who because I think it would be inappropriate, but some of the folks really are incredible and very, very competitive. Highly competitive, wouldn't you say, folks?
Are you forming teams here again? I mean, are there
We start
bonds?
with men versus women.
Okay.
Because there's nothing like it. I mean, you know, we have all sorts of teams, but it's always men versus women. It just works the best. And bonds have been formed, and then teams are switched. But we have some very, very competitive people and really smart people.
I just want to get a sense of how far you are all willing to go to win this thing. So by a show of hands, how many of you think Donald Trump would be a good president?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. You guys are shameless.
Good. Call China right now. Call
Shameless.
China.
I'm so crazy, I think he'd be a great husband.
You're smiling.
I have to smile at her.
Guys, good luck. All right, have
Thank you very
fun.
much.
Donald, good to have
Thank
you
you
back.
very
We'll
much,
see you
man.
real soon. And you can catch the season premiere of The Celebrity Apprentice Sunday, February 12th at 9/8 Central Time right here on NBC.